Hey Leo, we're here for your monthly tarot love reading for September 2025. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and of course for any of you lovely cross-watchers dealing with a Leo romantically. Now I do like to remind you guys, these are general readings. You are always welcome here to take what works and leave the rest. So we're gonna jump right into it, Leo, and we're gonna see what could be coming toward my lovely lions for September, what's going on. Let's jump into it. First message coming out for this month, we have got the Page of Wands. That's really fun energy, Leo. It's very flirty, it's very exciting, it's fire energy, so maybe some of you are dealing with a fire sign this month, another Leo, maybe an Aries, maybe a Sagittarius. This is kind of giving the vibe that this could be a month to have a lot of fun. If you're single, definitely put yourself out there, Leo, flirt with people. There could absolutely be somebody who's coming in and flirting with you, somebody who's expressing interest. For those of you currently connected with somebody, I always feel like the Page of Wands is encouraging you to really bring that fun, playful spark into the relationship. But let's see where it goes. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Leo. Ooh, Four of Pentacles. Okay, this is definitely interesting, Leo. Now you can see here, just by looking at the imagery, there is somebody in the card here who is holding on tightly to something. So this always gives me the vibe of somebody who's holding on to something because they don't want to lose it. Now, I gotta say, it's a love reading, right? So it's giving the vibe here, Leo, that there is somebody who is holding on to you, somebody who doesn't want to lose you. Now, could this possibly be a past person? Yes. Could it be somebody where the two of you are currently in separation? Yes, it's possible. But I do get the sense here that there's somebody who's really thinking about you, somebody who's very interested in you, and it could potentially be somebody who has a history with you and maybe hoping that there could be another chance this month to maybe start things up again. Tell me more, please. And then we've got the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So this is going to be a very interesting month for you guys because the Five of Pentacles is a little bit of a heavier energy. It tends to indicate feeling left out in the cold, okay? Feeling lonely, feeling disconnected. I am getting the vibe here that there's a sadness this month. And honestly, what I feel, Leo, is that somebody is sad that they're not with you. And I know that's kind of a specific message, but that's what I'm getting here, okay? I'm getting the sense that you're not with somebody currently, but there's somebody here who just cannot stop thinking about you. It's probably somebody, if I'm being honest, Leo, with that Five of Pentacles, where sometimes what happens is, we break up with somebody, but we don't really realize the impact of what it's going to be like to no longer have that person within our lives. And I'm getting like really, really heavy, sad, missing you type of energy, thinking about you, wishing that things could be different, not realizing how lonely they were going to be without you, like somebody who is absolutely feeling this massive void within their life because the two of you are no longer together. Now, with this Page of Wands energy, I do think it gives me the vibe here, Leo, that this person might try to kind of reach out and test the waters this month. Page of Wands is kind of that beginner energy where, they might send you a text and just kind of check in, or send you a text where it feels just a little bit flirty, feeling like there's a little bit of a vibe. And it's almost like they're trying to reconnect with you in a way where they're trying to figure out, are you open to the reconnection? Are you open to them reaching out? Are you open to even meeting up and going for a coffee? Because I just get the sense here, Leo, that this is a person who is pining for you, thinking about you, cannot get over you. Like it's just, that's the vibe, what I'm feeling here. So what we're gonna do for the rest of the reading is we're gonna look more at this person and we're gonna look more at you. So we're gonna look at their overall energy this month, what they might be feeling, what they might be doing. We will look at the same thing for you and then we'll look at the potential outcome. So let's get into it. All right, so tell me about this person who is here for Leo for September, please. King of Wands, wow. Okay. So we are getting pretty strong fire energy in the reading already. So again, this is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Now, it's kind of interesting because we started with the Page of Wands, and then as soon as I started to look at your person's energy, we've immediately progressed to the King of Wands. Now, this to me is giving the message of somebody maturing. So I wonder if this is somebody where they feel they acted very immaturely in your connection before, right? Maybe they feel they did not embody this king energy. Don't worry about the gender, right? It's just the energy. And I almost feel like this person is feeling like they've grown up a lot They're now realizing the error of their ways. They're realizing they messed things up with you. And I do think there's still a very strong attraction here. Like I said, they can't stop thinking about you. There's obviously a strong desire with that King of Wands. And they're hoping, I think, that they can show you that there's a level of maturity that they've developed over time that maybe was lacking before. Tell me more about their energy this month, please. Nine of Swords. Yeah, guess what? They've been super up in their head, Leo, overthinking things. This is the card of like staying up at night, feeling anxious. It's the what if card, essentially, right? What if I had done this differently with Leo? What if I had not done this? What if I had chosen a different path? What if I didn't treat Leo that way? And I do think your person has had a lot of sleepless nights thinking about what happened between the two of you and definitely wishing that things could have been different. Tell me more, please, about their energy. And then the sun. Okay. This is your card, Leo. I mean, I definitely think some of you are hooking up with a fellow fire sign. Regardless of who you're connecting with, though, I do think your person is like missing the happy times. That's what I'm getting as the message here with the sun. It's like somebody remembering the good moments, somebody remembering all the ways that you made them smile, somebody remembering all the ways that you brought warmth and happiness and joy into their life. Like I said, the biggest kind of overarching energy that I'm feeling here for your person is like such a longing for you, such a missing you, remembering how much happiness you brought to their life and just missing it tremendously. Like that energy is coming through really strongly for this person this month. Let's see what they could be feeling, please. Oh my goodness. Okay. Queen of Wands. So, I mean, more fire energy. We have the King and the Queen of Wands now for your person's energy. I do feel this is significant, Leo. Like, I've got to say for your person, I really, really feel that they're in the mindset that like the two of you are meant to be together. And like I said, maybe this is something that they were not mature enough to realize before. I definitely think they're realizing it now. And so they are, you know, again, still passionate about you, still wanting to be with you, still attracted to you. But it does feel like they've grown, right? Because we're getting that King and that Queen energy, which are the more mature energies of the court cards. Okay, a card just came flying out on the ground. I'm not going to crawl down there and get it. It's the Eight of Cups. Okay. Eight of Cups is a card of somebody who walks away. And I'm getting, it's kind of repeating messages, but it's like that regret from walking away. They're like, I left Leo out in the cold. I walked away and now I regret that I made that decision. I regret that I did that. So emotionally, I feel there's this heaviness here of them thinking about what they did by walking away. And again, just like wishing things could have been different. Okay, tell me more about what they could be feeling this month, please. The Five of Swords. Yeah, I think that Five of Swords is such an interesting energy. I think this is somebody who, it can be an energy of drama, but honestly, the way that I'm feeling it in the reading today is that your person was maybe immature. Again, Leo, like previously when you guys were together, they may have done things that caused drama. You can let me know if that connects, right? And you may have been like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you causing drama? Why are you causing issues? And I just feel there was a lack of maturity here in terms of how this person handled themselves. And it's weighing on them quite heavily. And they realize now the role that they had to play in what happened between the two of you. And maybe all of the immature ways that they showed up before. So let's see what actions they could be taking this month, please. The Star. Yeah, that's significant, you guys. So this is Aquarius energy. This is about hope, healing, and optimism. To me, this is your person trying to take action to heal what was broken between the two of you and trying to maintain a hopeful and optimistic mindset here that maybe things could be different. Tell me what other actions they could be taking. Holy smokes, look at that, you guys. Ten of Cups, which is the happily ever after card. So this is somebody who is hoping that there is still the chance here, Leo, for the two of you to build this happily ever after. And you're gonna see them taking action because this is showing up in their actions. There's gonna be things that they're doing this month that are probably gonna be showing you that they do want a future with you. Let's get one more card about what actions they could be taking this month, please. And then the Justice. I think they're gonna be apologizing. I think they're gonna be saying sorry, Leo. I think they're gonna be taking ownership of the ways that they have essentially caused you an injustice, the way that they have hurt you. And so I will say, when looking at your person, it is strong, strong vibes that they want to get you back. Okay, Leo, that's the big thing coming through for your person's energy this month. So for those of you who are resonating with this energy, it does feel like there could be outreach from somebody who literally cannot get over you. and they're going to come in. They're going to try to show you how they've grown. They're going to try to show you how they've matured. They're going to say sorry. They're going to take ownership, and they're going to see. So they're going to like take a chance here and see what happens. Very interesting. Let's look at you. Tell me about Leo's energy for September. Page of Swords. Okay. I think you might be a little bit curious to hear what they have to say there with that Page of Swords. Tell me more. And then you're going to have to weigh the options, right? This makes perfect sense to me, right? It's like, hear them out and then take that information and think about, what do I want to do with this? How do I feel now that I've talked to them? How do I feel about what they've said? How does it land with me? Does it feel good? Does it feel genuine? Do I feel weird about it? Do I feel uncomfortable? Like, this is you kind of weighing out what you might want to do in this situation. Tell me more, please, about Leo's energy this month. 3 of Wands, that's good. 3 of Wands is a very visionary energy. It's about looking ahead and being like, what do I want my future to be? And I always think that's a really powerful thing within these love readings, because when we're thinking about the future and we're thinking about love, there has to be a synergy there. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't think of your future independently of this person. You have to think of your future within the context of, what could we build together? What could we create together? And so I see you evaluating this situation from the perspective of, do I see a potential future here? Okay, let's see what Leo might be feeling this month, please. The Fool. All right. You could be open to taking a leap of faith here and potentially giving them a chance. I think you're open to this, okay? Right? It's not like you're shutting it down. I think if they reach out, you're open to hearing what they have to say. Tell me more about what Leo could be feeling. Ace of Cups, wow. We're getting a lot of vibes here of a brand new beginning when it comes to love. So, I mean, there is kind of 2 ways this could go, Leo. It could definitely be that you decide to give this person another chance, where you're like, okay, let's have a fresh start. Let's see what could potentially happen here. Let's see if this could maybe, you know, rekindle into something that could be good for both of us. I think you're open to it, but there is a lot of aces here, or new energy, right, with the Ace and the Fool. So it could also be that you decide to just go in a different direction. Like, the aces are always an interesting energy because they definitely indicate a new beginning. But I think what they're saying to you, Leo, is like, do you want to take a leap of faith? Do you want to give this person a chance? If not, there is other opportunities. So I guess the positive thing here is that regardless, I think there is love here for you this month. You just have to decide, do you want to shut the door to the past, or do you want to open that door? Let's see what else Leo could be feeling, please. Temperance, good. Fellow fire energy, Sagittarius. It's very balanced. I kind of love this in somebody's emotions, because it tells me that you're going to be operating from a place this month, Leo, where you feel emotionally balanced, where you don't make quick decisions. You don't feel the need to jump into some sort of situation. You are really going to take your time, I think, to sit with your feelings and to determine, what do I feel here? You know, especially in a situation where you have somebody coming back. I always think that's like an interesting and kind of complicated thing, right? Somebody comes back, you've got history. Obviously, if you broke up, some shit went down, right? So you're trying to figure out, like, is it worth trying? Can we fix what was broken? There's a lot of factors that can come into play, but I really like the Temperance energy showing that you're probably going to be taking a balanced approach to evaluating this. Okay. So let's see what actions Leo could be taking this month, please. The Emperor. More fire energy, lots of fire vibes in the energy for September. So Aries, this is Aries energy, so it's a fellow fire sign. But here's the thing with the Emperor. The Emperor is very confident, very self-assured. And I feel really good about this, Leo, because I feel whatever you're going to decide here, it's going to come from a place of confidence. It's going to come from a place of knowing your value and knowing your worth. Emperor doesn't settle. Emperor does not put themselves in situations that are not good, right? Emperor knows what they deserve, what they want. They don't settle. So you're kind of being encouraged, I think, to step into that energy. What other actions could Leo be taking this month, please? Judgment. Interesting, you know? So a couple of things with Judgment. We often talk about how this card can be a card of forgiveness and second chances. So I do think it's possible that you're going to open the door to the possibility of reconnecting with this person and giving them a chance. The Judgment card definitely suggests that. Now, the other thing about the Judgment card is that this is about our higher purpose, our higher calling. It kind of fits with the 3 of Wands, where I'm like, whenever you're trying to figure out, do I want to be with this person? I think it's helpful to think to the future and be like, do I see us together in the future? Do I see a pathway there? Oh, and then what is this? And then we had 2 cards jumping out. I was going to pull one more card for their action, for your actions, but we've got 2. So the 9 of Wands in the World, which is interesting. The message that's coming to mind is this cycle in which you have been tested is wrapping up soon. okay? And the reason I'm getting that message is because the Nine of Wands is a card that tends to show up when we've been tested by a situation and the world is wrapping up a cycle. So I do think that the circumstances with the connection between you and this person do feel like they have tested you, Leo. I think there is some sort of resolution coming towards you this month. Like I said, I feel strongly that this person could reach out. And I always say, at a minimum, if they reach out, even if you decide not to be together with them, there could be an opportunity for closure. So either way, I think there's going to be some productive discussions. I think at a minimum, there's an opportunity for the two of you to clear the air and get closure. And on the other end of the spectrum, there could be an opportunity to reconnect and try it again if that's what you want, right? So moment of truth here, Leo. Let's see what the potential outcome is within this situation. Wow. Okay. We've got the Hierophant, Taurus energy. After all of the fiery energy within your reading, we're ending with some pretty stable energy here, okay? This is a positive card, Like I tend to look at the tarot cards, like some tend to lean more toward the heavy negative energy, some tend to lean positive. To me, this is a positive outcome kind of card. Now, the Hierophant typically represents commitment. It typically represents stability. Tradition can be associated with this card, but it does tend to show up a lot of the times when there is a serious commitment, like marriage between two people. To me, Leo, this is giving the vibe that if you decide that it feels right for you to give this person a chance, it does have the potential to move towards something solid and stable. It does have the chance to build into something that could end up feeling really beautiful between the two of you as you move forward. So the outcome is kind of saying to me, the potential is still there for a future. As always, it's up to you to decide what you want to do. But I think it's definitely showing that if you open that door, if you take that leap of faith, I think that there could be something here. I think there is still something connecting you guys. And if you give it a chance, it could potentially turn into something more. So this could definitely be quite the interesting month for you guys. Let me know if this connects with you. If the reading resonated, do me a solid, give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And of course, I wish you guys love, I wish you happiness, and we'll talk soon. Bye guys.